Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Diplomat hospitalized after being mauled by dogs. The St. Andrews Central Police have launched an investigation into the injury of a Brazilian diplomat who was attacked by dogs on Millsboro Crescent on Friday afternoon. According to reports, the 57-year-old woman was mauled by a German Shepherd and a Rottweiler. She sustained multiple bite wounds and was taken to Andrews Memorial Hospital, where she was admitted for treatment. Detectives from the Halfway Tree Criminal Investigation Branch are probing the incident. February 7 trial for St. Catherine teacher charged with indecent assault and the sexual grooming of 12-year-old. A St. Catherine-based educator who is charged with the alleged sexual molestation of a 12-year-old student is to stand the trial in the circuit court on February 7. The matter was transferred on Friday from the St. Catherine Parish Court after it was proven that he has a case to answer. The 37-year-old is answering to charges of indecent assault, sexual grooming, and sexual touching. He was granted $400,000 bail with a surety. The bail conditions are that he surrenders his travel documents, has no contact with the witness, and reports to the police once weekly. Allegations are that the accused used his phone to communicate inappropriately with the 12-year-old complainant. The alleged actions of the guidance counselor were then revealed by the child to a relative, and the police were contacted. The Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse launched a probe which resulted in the arrest and the charge of the accused. Health inspector says St. James Wholesale, not a restaurant, was found with a crocodile carcass. The St. James Health Department says the discovery of a crocodile carcass in Montego Bay 2 months ago was not at a restaurant, as it was initially reported, but at a wholesale establishment. Speaking with the news on Friday, Sharika Lewis, the acting chief public health inspector for St. James, said the crocodile's internal organs had been removed and the parts stored in a freezer at the establishment. What I want to say is that it was not meat found in a restaurant, it was the carcass of the crocodile that was found, and the National Environment and Planning Agency confiscated the carcass. They should be taking further action, to the best of my knowledge. The carcass was taken to Kingston, said Lewis. The establishment was a wholesale, and the carcass was found in their freezer. Also, NEPA advised that they will be taking legal action under the Wildlife Protection Act, added Lewis. Lewis's explanation came a day after she provided the Health Department's report to the St. James Municipal Corporation's monthly meeting, where she briefly responded to councillors who wanted an update on the seizure of the crocodile carcass. The animal was eviscerated, meaning the intestines and the internal organs were removed. That was what the public health inspectors saw in the food establishment, so it was not the meat that was being prepared for human consumption. We are still up in arms as to what they were going to do with that, Lewis told the last Thursday's meeting. During the St. James Municipal Corporation's previous meeting in December, it was disclosed that the offending establishment, which to date has not been identified, was previously ordered closed by the Health Department for sanitation violations. The crocodile's body was discovered during a follow-up inspection to confirm that those early violations had been resolved. The illegal trade in crocodile meat has been ongoing across Jamaica, allegedly due to crocodile meat's supposed aphrodisiac properties, with reports suggesting that the meat is sold for $2,000 per pound in parishes including St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, and St. Thomas. Crocodiles have, however, been classified as an endangered and protected species in Jamaica since 1971, with offenders facing fines of up to $100,000 or 12 months in prison under Section 6 of the Wildlife Protection Act. Regarding St. James's ongoing meat inspection program, councillors at Thursday's meeting were told that 784 animals were slaughtered for meat weighing 46,000 kilograms during December, of which 2,300 kilograms were condemned. Meanwhile, 157 containers of imported meat weighing 3.2 million kilograms were inspected, and 2,080 kilograms of those meats were condemned. Commercial building plans must include grease traps, says Mobay Mayor. Montego Bay Mayor Richard Vernon, who is also chairman of the St. James Municipal Corporation, says that going forward, all construction approvals for commercial buildings must include the creation of grease traps to catch discarded food waste. Vernon, who was speaking at the Thursday's monthly meeting of the St. James Municipal Corporation, said the National Water Commission recently expressed a concern to him about restaurant waste entering their piping system. We are doing some infrastructure upgrades in the Lightbody Avenue and the Fish Lane area in Montego Bay, changing out the sewage system there, and it has impacted a section of Barnett Street, creating a sink in the vicinity of the Courts store, said Vernon. When I had a dialogue with the NWC, they were concerned that too much waste from restaurants is entering their system. It creates a buildup in that system and then causes spillback of the waste, which then runs on the roadway. I understand that a seafood program is being looked at or has started to ensure that all restaurants are compliant with the requirement for the grease traps. I believe we should take it a little bit further, where in the submissions for these commercial buildings, whether or not you tell us you are going to allow restaurants to operate there, you must have the grease traps. It is costing us significantly in the long run, so this is something that we are going to adopt in our planning department as a part of the condition of approval for building construction. Vernon is urging the St. James Health Department to collaborate with the St. James Municipal Corporation in ensuring that approval of any building plans include verification that such plans include grease traps within their outline. This is a part you need to review as the Public Health Department, so when you get the building plan from us, ensure that you are satisfied that the requisite grease traps is in place or will be in place based on the plan to abate that situation. We are committed to ensuring that we play our part, but we need your continued support to ensure that that part is properly monitored, because we do not want to approve any commercial development that will be rented, especially to shops and other operations, and they do not have grease traps, said Vernon. In responding to Vernon, Sharika Lewis, the St. James Health Department's acting chief public health inspector, acknowledged that her organization needs to pay more attention to the issue of grease trap maintenance by food establishments. The grease traps form a part of the sewage and the wastewater monitoring that we do. I know that once there is no overflow, where any nuisance is being created by the lack of grease trap or proper wastewater disposal system, we do not pay much attention to that part of it, said Lewis. But since the issue has been coming up, we will work together with the St. James Municipal Corporation's building department here to ensure that persons put in grease traps. The maintenance of the grease traps is critical because a nuisance will be created once they are not maintained. The St. James Health Department previously sought to address concerns about the contribution of food waste, including grease and oil from food establishments, to sewage overflows in the Montego Bay Business District in October 2021. Concerns were also raised that improperly disposed food grease may have helped to cause a buildup of waste in the city's drainage system, leading to flooding in sections of the western city in November that year. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.